Hello guys, Termex here, and yo, one of my guildmates told me that Kanon, or Kanon, however you guys want to pronounce his damn name, he reacted to my one video basically bitching about PvP and getting shit on in arena. I actually watched this guy before I even like downloaded Throne of Liberty, and I bought like that $40 early access pack. So apparently he reacted to me live on stream, and we're gonna just like react to it together because I do respect the dude, and he's probably the only reason I'm playing the game right now. And I just want to see what he has to say from my perspective because I've learned a lot since then. Coming from like a new player's experience, I know people like him been playing this game for probably almost a year now. So I don't know, maybe there's some funny moments in here, and I want to see his take on some of my opinions. One person on the other team that has the ability to root people and stun them and just lock them into that stun. It doesn't matter how much better the player that's stunned is when they can't attack you, they can't run, and they just can't survive. But it's
Yeah, so this like what he's saying, like I understand what this guy's saying, but the argument that he's making is literally the same case to a certain degree, certainly to a certain degree with every MMO. It's like when you stun, when you are CC locked, yeah, there is no counterplay. Like you can't do anything. Right? Like that is the whole purpose of a stun / CC, right? In order, like you can't do anything. So the reality is he's not wrong in the sense that, like, yes, it can be frustrating getting CC locked and blown up, but there is counterplay. There are ways to build against it, and that is kind of like the whole game design with Throne Liberty. It's very much a rock, paper, scissors system. This guy obviously is ignorant to higher level PvP. I'm not saying that as a bash to him. I'm saying that because he clearly doesn't even know what's in his own kit. As an Expo user, you actually do have a stun break. Okay, you have a CC break, you have a stun break, and you also have a trinket that you can craft. The trinket is applied to anyone. You have a 2-minute. This trinket allows you to break out of CC every 2 minutes. However, you can't break out of a prone. That's the thing that you can't break out of. But prone, you're never going to be prone for like 5 seconds, right? You're going to be a prone is usually anywhere from 2 to 3 seconds depending on your debuff duration. But usually, yeah, it's a couple of seconds where you're on the ground. This guy's obviously talking about the whole chain CC combos that he's eating from like Greatsword and whatnot, which is like stuns and knockdowns and all that stuff, and the bind, which is like a 6-second bind from ranged root. But again, like there are actual breaks to it too.
okay, I knew this one was coming. I respect his honesty here because I think he is probably already well aware that I am a lot newer to the game, and he's probably well aware to the fact that I'm probably not using my kit to its full potential. I know about the selfless diffusion thing. I'm probably gonna get roasted because I'm pretty sure a lot of these clips were like I think day 4 or day 5, and I hopped into arena. I might be wrong, but they were pretty early clips, and I didn't really know everything yet. But I am aware of like selfless diffusion, CC breaking. But I think in a lot of these clips, I was using selfless diffusion for the offhand attack chance, and I was just burning through it before I can get out of it. But like I said, I have learned a lot since this video because I usually pre-record videos days in advance. So if you guys see a video on the 8th, I may have recorded it on the 4th, you know, etc., etc.
I get where this is 100% coming from the perspective of a brand new player that doesn't really know everything, that's getting frustrated in the arena because he's getting fucking wrecked. You know what I mean? And he's just kind of venting, pointing out some of the, I mean, because here, let's be real here. Yeah, it doesn't feel good as a new player getting CC locked. The reality is anytime you have a PvP system that has CC built into it, there are plenty of games that are like this. Lost Ark's PvP is like this. Lost Ark, it's the same thing. Once you get CC'd, you're getting juggled, and it's fucking, you're not going to get one shot, but you're going to get constantly CC'd and juggled, and you're not going to do anything, right? You're just going to constantly be locked. Guys, even Guild Wars 2. I remember when I played, even Guild Wars 2, they were like, I remember I played like a warrior, a mace stun CC locking warrior that like you would just CC lock a target. So many MMOs, and that's the whole, and even WoW, right? Even WoW, you're working around those CCs, right? It's like you try to bait out trinkets, you track the cooldowns when your opponent doesn't have his trinket up and he doesn't have his defensive cooldowns up. Then you CC lock him, forcing him to eat everything unbuffed. Then you kill him, you execute target. You literally, like every MMO, to get kills, you're working around CCs, right? This is no different. Now, I get it. Like, I'm not saying that the CC perfect system is perfect in this game. Yes, great swords. If you get locked down, it's Jover. Whether you think that's good or bad, you know, you're going to get one shot. But it just kind of sounds like this guy's kind of complaining about these systems without fully understanding everything.
No, like he probably shouldn't have let me cook. I should have cooked the video to begin with. This was just kind of venting, and he's right. And the thing is, I didn't know trinkets existed at all, like whatsoever. I feel like the game does a very poor job of like telling you these things, and especially like the potions over into the arena shop. I feel like the game also doesn't really help you too much with that. Throughout like my whole leveling, I completed my codex with all the side quests, and I never really was taught these systems that were like fundamentally to be there. And especially the trinkets. I feel like trinkets are supposed to be something very important to the point where like everybody would want to know about them, but I had no recollection of them even existing.
But he can get an arena version of that potion for at the cost of soul. I don't think he knows that.
I know though. He's 100% right. I think it took one of the first or like the second or third comment on my video to be like, you could buy these at the arena. And I'm like, I've played I almost have 200 hours on the game. I'm like, you could buy arena specific potions? I was like, what? Like, I wasn't getting too shit on in my arena games. Like, I was doing decent, and that was even with lack of dodging. I'm surprised he hasn't brought that up yet, especially early on in my recording footage where I just didn't dodge for jack shit because I felt like, oh, I don't need it. I have nimble leap. I have this. And then I've learned the importance of dodging, like, ever since, you know, like doing spars with guild mates and doing all those guild events, and I was like, I should probably dodge a lot more because it gives you iframes. And I made a video immediately pointing out that you could do iframes with your dodge on my channel. I immediately did a video, and everyone in the comments was like, you can do that? Dodging's that important? So I think he's being respectful with his statements here, and he sees that I'm a newer player. I almost feel bad in a way because I don't want to, the last thing I want to do is like mislead my audience, because I could definitely see from him, probably somebody that's been playing, I don't know how long the game's been out, probably a year at this point, somebody that's been playing long term, and they see this, they're probably thinking this guy is just trying to get views, and like this is a very clickbait perspective. I want to be a source of content and information, and based on my experience in the game, I had a hard time even knowing a lot of this information existed. So if anything, I do give him props for actually sharing and giving the video a chance, even though in retrospect at this point, I could definitely see this video probably could have been avoided being made in its entirety if I knew about these features and I knew about these counterplays, because in reality, this video felt more like a venting situation than it did a helpful situation.
I mean, there's a link to the video. I'm not gonna comment on anything. It's just a new player coming in, sharing his experience, which is fine. But obviously, there's some stuff that he needs to learn. So yeah, type X if you did not know about the trinket. Jesus Christ. Hold on.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that little clip at the end of the reaction made me feel a little bit better about the whole thing, because hey, I wasn't the only one. All right, don't yell at me. But no, all in all, I do think when it came to NA, there was just lack of information. Once again, I do apologize. Like I said, the goal isn't to spread negativity or misinformation about the game. It was just, I could own up, it was just lack of knowledge, and a lot of people are also feeling the same way. So now that I've learned from it, and I do appreciate your professional response and your professional reaction to the video. I mean, there's people in the comments and all that cooking me, but hey, you know, that's just YouTube, that's just internet. And yeah, I'm probably gonna just keep learning, keep grinding, and improving on my content moving forward. And once again, I do appreciate the reaction. I appreciate all the love from you guys on the videos that I do dodge in. I'm kidding, but yeah, guys, I'll give a link to his channel, even though he's bigger than me. I'm just spread the love, show him some love. He's probably more knowledgeable on a lot more things than me, as he's been playing longer, so go to him as well for your Throne and Liberty content. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later.